to WTIM, your information station, and our morning show. It's brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville. I'm your host, Grayson Bauman. Joining us in this segment is Sasha Young. Sasha is the superintendent of Central A&M Schools. Good morning to you, Sasha. How are you?
Good morning. I'm well. Thank you. How are you?
I am doing good, and I'm hoping that, with your semester and your school year coming to a close, hopefully the month of May will slow down just a little bit for you here as we reach the end stages of it. Let's talk a little bit about graduation and the semester and the school year coming to a close. How do you feel like it went on your end?
So May has completely flown by. I can't believe we are already in, May 21st. We're doing finals today and tomorrow for our junior high, our middle school and our high schoolers. Our elementary students have gotten to the point in the year where they're doing a lot of walk to the park and play on the playground for a couple of hours and have a picnic. And so winding down this time of year is always fun. But it feels like everything just gets a little busier. Isn't that crazy? Everyone's kind of doing all the fun things, but it seems like there's just also so much going on at the same time. So,
and I'm sure on your end, it's a whole lot different from the end that I remember as a kid, going to the park and maybe having a pizza type picnic. It felt pretty good on this end, but for you, I can imagine it's a little different feeling.
The planning end is probably not as fun for the adults as it is for the kids who get to do that. But we had a fantastic graduation. We graduated 42 Raiders this year, and it was our last graduation for Mr. Brown, our high school principal. He's officially retired at the end of June, and so it was a little sentimental, and it was a great time to celebrate him as well as the accomplishments, of our seniors. So,
and I really appreciate Charlie. He's been good to me, and so I will miss that guy personally. I know he's put in a lot of time, and I know it was special for a few other reasons for him too, and seeing his son Paul as well, and seeing him through as the principal, probably a really cool thing for Charlie.
Mm-hmm.
And with that coming to a close, I can't remember. Did we know now who the next principal will be for the high school, correct?
We do. We hired Mr. Larry Daly. If his name sounds familiar, he is a local Taylorville person, and he has been the principal at St. Teresa High School for the last several years. I think he said he went to St. Teresa in 2009 as the assistant principal, and he's been the principal at St. T since 2016. So he has decided to come and join Raider Nation.
Well,
beginning July 1.
So he is one new piece or one new group that is joining Central A&M and Raider Nation.
Correct.
One other group that is joining Central A&M is Okaw Valley when it comes to the football side of things. The Timberwolves and the Raiders now joining forces. What can you tell me on that end?
So we began speaking with Okaw Valley administration back in January, just kind of having informal conversations about, what this looks like if we wanted to join forces and how we would navigate that. And the board officially made it, official in April. We had a public meeting in March so we could allow community to come in and share their concerns or their thoughts or their excitement. Some people wanted to share how exciting it was. And we've decided on we will be the Raiders. So our shield will just say Raiders on it, but we will also have kind of some insignia that says CAM OV to include the Okaw Valley initials with our Central A&M initials. So a lot of excitement. We had a meeting between some of our football players from Central A&M and Okaw Valley brought some of their football players over, and we gave them some Raider merch and to start their t-shirt line. So they will have clothes to wear during summer weights, and we're really excited. There seem to be about 20 Okaw Valley students who are interested in joining forces with us, and there are even some female athletes who would like to join forces for the purpose of, cheering on the sideline for our new CAM OV football team. So
I think
it's a 2-year agreement, 2 calendar years. We kind of made that decision to do 2 years because that's kind of how IHSA decides, on your co-op. You have to renew it every 2 years too. So we're kind of just going to stay in line with how IHSA does that.
Makes sense if you're already dealing with it every 2 years. And the other piece to that, I'm really happy that those students and those that are interested in playing football have a new home. I wasn't sure where that was going to be. Did not necessarily expect it to be with Central A&M. The other thing, very glad to hear it's still going to be the Raiders. That makes my end of the deal much easier, and not having to include anything else with that. So I'm very glad that it's staying as the Raiders there as well.
Mm-hmm.
For the football side of things, and you mentioned giving the kids some merch and getting them in through the doors. The other piece that I kind of find funny is for regionals for basketball, the two teams met. Okaw Valley bested, and then here in baseball season, they just played for regionals in the start of it, and then Central A&M got the best of Okaw Valley. So two teams that are very familiar
moving forward. We join forces for football, but I fear we're probably still going to be each other's biggest competitors on the other, extracurriculars. So it'll be exciting. So.
The hardwood and the fields are going to be a little different than football. So I think this is a really cool piece, and glad that they are coming on. I know that as 42 seniors have now left the Central A&M school district, there are some retirees and some individuals that too are leaving the district. Did you want to highlight any of those individuals?
Sure. So as I mentioned, Mr. Brown is retiring. He's been here 10 years. And then we have a few teachers that are retiring as of this year, who have been here several years, most in the 30s, the 30-year mark. So we have Miss Duck, Mrs. Morrell, and Mrs. Berg are all retiring this year. And we have, over the next 2 or 3 years, we have several teachers who've turned in their intent, to retire in the 3 to 4 year range. So we're going to have quite a need for new teachers or veteran teachers who want to join Raider Nation from a different district, So it just seems to be that everything kind of comes in waves. And so most of our teachers, once they come to Raider Nation, they stay 20, 30, 35 years. And so they tend to all kind of retire at the same time too. So we'll be celebrating all of our retirees at our end of the year teacher celebration on Friday morning.
End of the year teacher celebration. What's that kind of look like?
So this year we are having a breakfast that's going to be catered by Mrs. Black, our middle school principal. She and her husband used to own like a barbecue business.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're going to cater breakfast for everyone, along with Mrs. Heiler and her husband are going to be participating and helping with that too. And we'll meet, we celebrate the retirees, we give them little gifts from the district. It gives us an opportunity to kind of highlight the things that we all need to know before we go on summer break, do some housekeeping things, gives us an opportunity as a district to just be together on the last day, before we go back to our classrooms and we turn in our lesson plans and we turn in our grades and do all the things that you have to do to close out a school year. It's just an opportunity to just be together, be grateful for the year we've had and begin the process of looking at what 25-26 school year looks like.
It never stops for you guys,
right.
even if you take that moment.
Yeah.
So, and congratulations to those retirees and really for that length of service too to Central A&M schools.
Yeah.
What's that process kind of look like on your end when it comes to, hey, I've got 3 teachers with years and years of experience, know Central A&M well, and then all of a sudden now I've got to try and kind of go out and bring some new folks in potentially.
So it's a little bit of recruiting, honestly. Having teachers who work for us who have been here a while, but maybe aren't also the ones retiring, who kind of talk to their peers and talk to their colleagues and try to convince people to join Raider Nation. With also a little bit of recruiting in the future for me as far as going to job fairs. I know Eastern Illinois hosts a job fair every year, and ISU up in Bloomington. So I can see myself, next year trying to hit some of the career and or job fairs to put it out there if you're a new teacher and you're looking for a great place to go and be, we are that great place. So yeah, it's going to be a little bit of recruiting and job fair attendance for me in the next couple of years.
A little bit more legwork on that already busy schedule.
Yep. And that's fine. We're always looking for good teachers to join Raider Nation. So
and needed. We were just talking with Chris Clark of South Fork Schools, and he said you can have all the curriculum in the world, but if you don't have the instruction to back it, what good is that curriculum?
Yeah,
so
absolutely, you can have all the curriculum in the world, and if it's not the right people doing the job, it makes a huge difference. And we have some really great teachers here. We're super blessed.
And so although that we have some leaving the district, we still have a good base to work with. And we are joined right now by Sasha Young. Sasha is the superintendent of Central A&M Schools. We talked a little bit about graduation and semester close, combining forces with Okaw Valley for football and our retirees and our graduates that are leaving the district. We'll be right back around with Sasha. We'll talk more about what to expect over the summer here on WTIM, your information station.
WTIM. Let's check the markets now on the RFD Radio Network. I'm Jim Taylor. Corn, beans, and Chicago wheat all higher. July corn up 2.5, 457. September corn 439 1/4 up 4. December new crop 452 up 3.5. July beans 1061 3/4 up 8 3/4. August beans up 8 3/4, 1059. November new crop 1051 up a dime. July wheat 552 1/4 up 6 1/4. September wheat up 6 3/4, 566 1/2. July bean meal 293 even up 40 cents. July bean oil 49.81 up 31 cents. Livestock market May feeders 295.72 down 27 cents. June live cattle down 35 cents, 212.82. June lean hogs 99.80 down 22 cents. Energy market July crude oil up 30 cents, 62.33. Jim Taylor on the RFD Radio Network.
Last month's showers bring this month's flowers.
But that's not all May brings.
This is also the month to blossom and grow in your new career as an HVAC tech with Jansen's Heating and Air.
If you think the grass is getting green, just wait till you see all the green you'll earn working for Jansen's.
We're ready to add some talented HVAC technicians to the growing roster on Jansen's Dream Team.
You must be dependable, punctual, polite, and eager to learn.
Because our customers deserve nothing less than honest, responsible, courteous, clean-cut, well-spoken, hardworking, sweet-smelling, over-the-moon service.
In return, we proudly present you with a big, bountiful bouquet of benefits.
Along with a stunning arrangement of perks, such as solid pay, a flexible schedule, insurance,
and top-notch training, too.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Jansen's Heating and Air wants to hire you.
Ready to put down some roots and start growing?
Plant the seed and apply today at jansensheating.com.
Graduation means a new beginning for our community's young people. Some of them are going on to pursue advanced education, some have already taken full-time jobs, and others are headed for apprenticeships in their chosen field or are entering military service. But whatever they do next, we want the members of the class of 2025 to know that we wish them every success in their future endeavors.
First National Bank of Nokomis, member FDIC, equal housing lender, sends its best wishes to Nokomis class of 2025 and to all area graduates.
Carl Krumsick here from Krumsick Monument Company in Taylorville, Illinois. Find out the many services we provide by clicking our icon on the obituaries page of TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
This is Blaine Cornwell with Prairie State Insurance. To learn more about our products and services, click our icon on TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Your information station, WTIM.
And we're back with the WTIM Morning Show here on your information station, brought to you by People's Bank and Trust and Landmark of Taylorville. I'm your host, Grayson Bauman. Joining me is Sasha Young. Sasha is the superintendent of Central A&M Schools. They're putting a close on this semester and school year, combining forces with Okaw Valley and working through some retiring faculty and staff. And now we're getting into some summer projects, and it's getting busy for you guys. Summer project-wise, what are you expecting to tackle moving forward?
So we have a pretty large project that just is starting this summer. We are putting on exterior doors at our Moweaqua campus. So the high school and Gregory Intermediate will be getting all new exterior doors. This is something we've been working on since I came to Central A&M, and our architect is working with us on what those look like and keeping them safe, but looking nice and not looking like we're closing off the whole school building. And we actually open the contractor bids tomorrow. We have bid opening. We did a pre-bid walkthrough last week, and we had 6 or 8 different contractors here, so that was promising. But yeah, we're excited. It's going to be a huge project, and it's going to give a whole new look to the Moweaqua campus. And then in the future, we would be looking at doing the same thing down here at the Assumption campus. But the Assumption doors were just in better shape, and so that's why we decided to go with Moweaqua.
And so we're making some improvements there. You had mentioned parking lots to me as well.
Yes. So every other year we re-oil and chip our campus parking lots. So this year is Moweaqua campus again. They seem to be getting all the upgrades, but honestly, that's just how the cycle fell. So we work with the company, and every year one of our parking lots gets, dressed up and looks nice when school starts. So that's exciting. We're also working with Q&S is our kind of our tech contract. We have several desktop computers that are needing to be replaced with the newest Microsoft Office upgrade. Some of our desktop computers do not have the ability to take on the new Office upgrade. So we're looking at upgrading some of our technology equipment as well this summer. And then we have our typical paint and, fix and repair and all the things that happen during the summer when students aren't in the building.
And while the semester and its busyness is starting to wrap up and slow down a little bit, there will be plenty of things to get your hands on when it comes to those summer projects. And as somebody that uses those parking lots, hey, I will not turn down a nice dressed up parking lot, as you mentioned there.
Good deal. Yeah.
Athletic wise, we still have a few things going on, regional play and other things like that. What can you tell me athletics wise?
So our boys and our girls, both softball and baseball, are in regional play. Last night, our softball girls secured a spot in the championship game for Friday night for softball. And tonight, we host the high school boys sectional track meet here at our track in Assumption. So we still have lots of extracurriculars going on, even though, it is the end of the school year, but it's always exciting. And May is always full of ways to get out and support our students.
Probably feels good to have, some regional play still going right now as well. Just shows that you're having some success as well on that end. Well, for you, Sasha, is there anything else when it comes to wrapping up the semester or getting into the summer months that you can let us know about, or anything else that you'd like to tell us about?
No, I mean, I think we're excited that we've completed another successful school year here in Raider Nation, and we look forward to all of the things that 25-26 is going to bring. And
25-26 it's going to be an interesting year. A lot of changes for you guys in terms of bringing on Okaw Valley for football.
Yeah.
New teachers, new faculty, things of that nature, and navigating that. I'm glad it's you behind the scenes that's doing it. That's for sure.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
Sasha,
I'm proud to be here. Happy to be here.
Well, and you had mentioned just during our break that this is wrapping up on year 2 for you in this position.
It is. They've gone fast, believe it or not.
Yeah, the last time we talked, it was like May is going to fly, and then it's it's almost
for sure.
done with May, and so time is certainly flying. Well, be in support of Raider Nation for some regional baseball. I believe more action taking place tonight. Softball in that championship game on Friday, and then get out to the track and support those Raiders that will be participating with that as well. Well, Sasha, thank you so much for joining me here again today.
Thank you for having me.
You have got it. Sasha Young, Superintendent of Central A&M Schools on WTIM, your information station.
The Big 870 WTIM Assumption Taylorville. 96.1 FM Taylorville. 107.5 FM Shelbyville. 107.9 FM Pena Nokomis. From townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason.
They work the night shift. House lawmakers working